I'm Dr. Mike O'Neill, a teacher, educational consultant and author based in the UK. First degree physics from the University of Leicester and doctorate in education from University of Newcastle upon Tyne. I believe that all teachers can become outstanding practitioners. They just need to be able to do the correct things that augments the quality of teaching and learning within the school. If they focus on these and we diagnose what these issues are for particular teachers as part of the diagnostic period in Go Plus, then we can make sure that we develop those particular skills and strategies so that teachers can become fantastic teachers and therefore learners can become fantastic learners. The other thing about Go Plus is that it's very data driven, so you don't want to have a shock in August when the results come out and think, oh, where did we go wrong? These results are dreadful, the school has bombed. Being able to monitor on a regular basis the progress of the students and the impact that's being made will be very beneficial to the school to tell them where they are at individual level, at departmental level and at whole school level. Essentially, Go Plus focuses on the areas that the school needs. So there are currently, if you like, there's a menu of 12 sort of things that we focus on. So it could be developing questioning, making sure that we have planning so that outcomes are outstanding for all, assessment and feedback, classroom management, use of TAs, use of ICT, a load of different areas that we determine based on the diagnostic period, working with the staff and their individual needs. Because I don't think it's the right thing to just go into a school and deploy an off-the-peg program. You need to get under the skin of the school and find out what their needs are so you can tailor the program for them. Well, the beauty, I suppose, of Go Plus is that there isn't a particular structure as such. The program is built based on the needs of the school. So as I've mentioned, there are 12 areas that we could look at, and we put those 12 areas together so that they cover the needs of the staff in terms of their particular gaps. That is determined once you've had the initial period of getting under the skin of the school and finding out their needs. But essentially after that, there are 5 stages. So the first stage is the diagnostic, a telephone conversation with the school. We would set a date where I could go in and meet members of staff in the senior team. We would look at data. We would then have a 2-day period where I do lesson observations and get really under the skin of what individual teachers needed in terms of their own professional development and the areas that they needed to look at as part of the Go Plus program to become outstanding. And then there would be feedback on that initial diagnostic period saying, these are the areas of strength, this is what the school seems to be doing well, this is what's resonating, here are the areas that we need to focus on to make sure that you get to the next stage. The second stage is implementation. We've done the diagnosis, so then we need to train the staff in the particular strategies that they need to then go and take away to the classroom environment. So stage 3, they go away, they put those strategies into practice, and then through collection of qualitative and quantitative data, they demonstrate the impact that that has had on learning. So when we get back together for the 4th part, which is to do with feedback, they have to say, I've planned the lesson to be outstanding like this, I've deployed these strategies for these reasons, here is the impact that the deployment of those strategies has had. So it's very much a sort of show me the impact that you've had on your students by deploying these activities. And then finally, we have a sort of a revisitation, a bit like the programme Grand Designs, where Kevin MacLeod goes back to see the house a year after it's been built to find out how it's all going. Because the last thing you want to have is you've worked for a period of time in a school and then you go back a year later and those strategies are not being used anymore. Well, one of the things that we want to do is we want to make sure that teachers work smarter not harder. And I know it's bandied about a lot, this phrase, but it's always true. You know, they need to be focusing on the key things that make an impact to the quality of learning that takes place. And the key belief behind Go Plus is, if it doesn't have an impact on the quality of learning in school, why are you doing it? So we're trying to empower teachers with the ability to make sure that everything that they do, and we know what the key elements are that make lessons outstanding, we just need to be able to unpick them so that they have absolute clarity what outstanding looks like. And once they have that, they can share that clarity and those very specific, what we call hyperfine levels, with the kids, so they can almost tick them off and demonstrate outstanding.